Hi, how you going?
Okay, what's up?
I'm about to record a video on Mother's Day crafts for the YouTube channel, and I was just curious if there was actually any gifts that I made you at school as a kid that you liked.
I've got my little frame with rocks in it from the paddle pop sticks.
Oh, yeah, that was an alright one. I remember doing that one with a Year 2 class.
Yeah, I still use that.
Yep, just one?
Oh, the one you painted it black and then put blue glitter on it, and it's still got the picture of Roxy in it.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Round room.
Okay, that's cool. I can include that as an idea then.
Do you want me to take a photo and send it?
Sure.
What else is there? I've just packed things, so now I'm confused.
That's it. Oh, is Dad there? Hi, Dad.
You hear me say, you got to talk to Mr. Ted.
Mr. Ted. What?
T-I-P.
Mr. Tip. Oh, you're at the tip. Oh.
Well, calendar's more for Christmas.
Yep.
Do you know what? A nice little, you could do it with a handkerchief, if you can buy a hanky.
Yeah.
You could do it with fabric glue.
Yeah.
Just fold it like an envelope type thing to put a handbag packet of tissues in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be cute. That'd be an easy one to do. Okay.
Well, you can just get some floral hankies at the reject shop. You can get about half a dozen in a pack for $2.
Yeah, true. I'm trying to keep them cheap suggestions.
Yeah, well, for $2 for a pack of 6, or sometimes you can get more in a packet. And what are you doing? Oh God, he's setting up a photo booth for the photo frame. So if you have it like the square and you fold up one corner, then fold in the other two corners and glue the two sides of the triangle to the other two bits, and then your top flap's just loose.
Yeah.
And you can just slide in the packet of purse-size tissues, and you can get them for $1.
Yeah, that's a nice cheap one. Okay, I'll put them in the video then.
All right. Okay,
Cool.
I'll send through this photograph.
Okay, thank you. Love you.
Oh, hang on, what? Mother's Day craft.
Yeah, I'll call Dad for Father's Day later.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yes. Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye. Hi everyone, welcome to Talk and Chalk. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. I've had so many messages and numbers and notifications going off all over my phone the last couple of days, which is fantastic. I'm glad to have you with me. I don't normally start my videos like that, calling my parents. That's a bit of a surprise. So when I upload this and share it, I'll be tagging them and making sure that they get credit for that. It's always good to touch base with them. I'm curious to know what my dad's going to say about Father's Day gifts. Moving on though. Sorry, it's put me in a funny mood now having that conversation. I'm going to share today some really easy Mother's Day activities that you can do that I think have a little bit of meaning in them. I'm a mum. I have 3 children. My daughter is 8. She'll be 9 in September. My son is 7 and my other son is 2. Still my baby. I've actually put one of the Mother's Day gifts that my older son made me at school last year before? I think it was the year before, I can't remember now. But I've had this hanging up since, and it's just a laminated sheet. He obviously sponge painted the background blue. Then he's got cut up love hearts, which must be from, I think, scrapbooking paper, because it's got different patterns and things on it. And then it's got blowing you kisses on Mother's Day. It's been cut out with fancy scissors, and that's a picture of him blowing a kiss. It's very, very cute. I like that one. And I know that that would have only cost the teacher scrapbooking paper if she had to go out and buy it. paint should be at school, paper should be at school, laminating sheets should be at school. Oh, and there's a fancy bit of ribbon on the top there, which I'm assuming they encourage the kids to tie themselves. But I like that one. That's a nice, simple, sweet one. I loved it when I got it because it just looks super cute. So I'm going to show you a few things that I've done, and I'm going to have to apologize. I don't have samples with me. I'm not in the classroom, and I'm not even on class this year at the moment, so it's probably packed in a box somewhere since I don't have that much space. So I'm going to show you some pictures of the things that I either have done or I want to do with a class that shouldn't cost you anything. I have one that may cost a few dollars. The other ones hopefully should be easy enough for you. So before I start showing them to you, I'm going to remind you all that all my links are in the description below, and that's got my Twitter and Facebook and everything like that. If you want to send me a message suggesting any topics for videos, if you want to have a chat with me about anything, if you've got any questions, I've had people sending me some of their CVs if they want me to give them feedback on things like that. Please send them through to me. I always answer, even if it's a day behind or whatever. It's school holidays at the moment, so I've had the chance to message back people and just have some really good conversations, mostly about the new series that I've done for pre-service teachers at the moment. I'll link that stuff at the end though. I want to get into this. So I saved some pictures on my phone of the things that I think are really good Mother's Day activities to do that aren't necessarily costly, and they aren't the random Mother's Day card. The Mother's Day card is nice. It's nice to get the Mother's Day card, and it's an easy one to do. You know, give them a template, they'll colour it in, give it to mum, fine. I like the idea though that mums will keep something, and something like this is easy for me to hang up. It's meaningful, it's cute, he's proud of it when he looks at it. So, you know, I guess my goal is to give other mums that feeling. So I'm just going into my phone where I've saved some of the pictures. So if I edited this properly, you would have seen the picture of the frame that my mum sent through. But if it didn't work, here it is there. That's Roxy. She was our dog for a long time, family dog. So let's go to my downloaded pictures. Okay, so first thing that I'm going to suggest is a Wordle. It's easy. It uses technology. There are heaps of websites that do it. The idea being is that, you know, mum or mother is your keyword, and then they describe their mum in words around it. So this was an example that I found just on Google. Oh dear, hang on, let me just focus that. Oh, it doesn't want to do it. I wonder if I move back if it'll do it. It's a love heart shape. Why won't that focus in? Ugh, I'll try and edit that in for you. So it's a Wordle there. And the words on this are things like sweet, gentle, patient, cherish, hope, kisses, joy, mama, devotion, gift, laughter, nurturing, great cook. And it's got lots of kisses and hugs on there. So I don't know why that's not working. I've changed back to the Surface Pro now that I've got it. So I'll see what works there. Okay, I think I had this one. Oh, okay, this is a different one. So for this one, see if this will show you. It says, obviously it says love, L-O-V-E, but the O is a handprint and the V are 2 footprints. So all you need to do is get the kids to paint, I would suggest A3 paper, considering the size of some of our kids' feet. They paint a background, colours that mum likes. That's always the instruction that I give them when they create anything for Mother's Day. Not what do you like, what does mum like? And they can paint the background, let it dry, and then picking a different colour, you would go over the top with an L, any L, an E, and then they could put their handprint for the O and then their feet for the V. Now, if you've got very big kids, you might want to do the handprint and the V first, and then do the L and the E so it fits in, like I said, A3. You might be able to get away with A4 paper for the kindies and the year ones, depending on how big their feet are. Okay. The next suggestion that I have is flower pressing, and flower pressing can be done so many different ways, which is why it's great. And if you've got nice gardens at school, it's easy enough to do. And it doesn't have to be just flowers. It's autumn at the moment, so the leaves look amazing colors. You can go and collect some leaves. The trick is though, you've got to let them dry out before you do anything with them, even before you press them, because if you press them when they're wet, then bits of it is just going to stick to whatever you're using to press it. So go out, collect a ton of flowers and leaves, more than you need, because they'll change their mind when they're making it. Even if you collect some of these holidays, if you're a teacher that's on holidays at the moment, like I am, I know some of you have gone back to school in different areas, you know, collect a bunch and let them dry out. You can just use like a wicker basket or something, or just leave them out on newspaper and they'll dry out, you know, maybe overnight, depending on temperature at the time. And then I just press them between big books. I just get the stacks of atlases at school, and you only need one at the bottom, something flat at the bottom, even if it's the whiteboard or whatever. And then I get bits of paper, so baking paper or even just plain A4 paper, lay the leaves out, and then I put another bit of paper on top of it, or fold the paper over so that it's not actually touching the books because it might colour them. And then a stack of books on top, and just leave it for 1 or 2 days. You'll see how flat they get. And then there's heaps of different things you can do with it. You can use PVA glue to turn it into a card, but like I said, I like the things that are long lasting. So you can get these frames. I can't remember the name of them, but there's people that have found these ones like that, and you can stick them in the glass panes like that. You know, it doesn't even have to say Happy Mother's Day, because then it's thematic, and Mum can use it all year round if it looks like that. The other thing you could do is, you know, do it into a heart shape like this. And what I like to do to get that clear effect, if you're not using a frame, is just laminate them. So the kids can lay them out in laminating sheets. And then obviously you would have to laminate it. And if you've got the laminator in the classroom, then the kids can lay it out right in front of it, and you can feed it in together, and you've got a little helper to put it in there with you together. I like to I get a stack of books and then a whiteboard, so that, you know, you've got that little ledge on the laminator, and then the paper goes down a little bit, and then sometimes things get out of order. I like to put books there and then the whiteboard there, so it's a smooth surface and you can feed it straight into the laminator. Then there's, you know, nothing falling around. So you could do that and then cut it out and put cardboard around the edge to give it a shape if you want to. But I really like the framed ideas. So obviously if you want to buy it, you can. The other option is use laminating sheets and create the frame yourself. Now, sticking on that similar idea is sun catchers, and you can get lots of different templates online for sun catchers and things, you know, where you just stick cellophane on it, but this one is really good. So you can get this sticky tape, cheapo sticky tape from like the reject shop, any junk shop really, that you can, it's translucent. So same sort of thing. You could get a little framed cardboard frame or whatever, and then they just sticky tape across, stretch it all out, and create a shape to make this really cool sun catcher. I'm going to put all of these onto Pinterest as well. So if you want to go look, some of these things have, you know, DIY how you do it. But I mean, you can see how that one's done. Cardboard cut out of a love heart, sticky tape, sticky tape, sticky tape, sticky tape, another bit of cardboard love heart on the back. Easy as. Okay. I've done these before in another video, so I'll link the video below. I did it for Christmas, and that's the Sharpie mugs. So like this. There's kids drawing on there, the Sharpie mugs. And they just do, you know, whatever design they want to. And these are really easy to do, and they can be so meaningful because the person could be using it every single day, either as a mug or as a, you know, pencil holder or something like that. And all you need is, I prefer the white mugs now. I've tried color and I've tried white, and white always sort of ends up holding the texture better, and it's just easier to use in terms of being able to show what you want on there in color. So you do need Sharpie textures, not the dodgy rip-off ones, the proper Sharpie ones, the Sharpie permanents. And what you do is just give the mugs a wipe over, a clean, make sure there's no dirt or anything on there. And you can get white mugs from Kmart at the moment for 75 cents each. Less than $1 a kid if you want to put money into it. Maybe you want to get kids to bring in the 75 cents, whatever your school rules are. I just get it, 75 cents. Claim it on tax. And then you get the Sharpie textures, and the Sharpie textures do go a long way. The only hard bit about this is obviously if you're only buying a certain amount of textures, then only a certain amount of kids can do it at a time. But you can do this in, you know, one afternoon if you've got them doing rotational activities, or if they're doing another craft activity, if they're doing the Mother's Day card to go with the mug at the same time. And then you just tell them what they can do to design the mug. Draw a picture of mum, write Happy Mother's Day, just write mum, maybe do mum's first initial, just do a love heart, a flower. Maybe mum likes something, maybe she likes butterflies, so draw a picture of a butterfly on there. But I will link the other video about how you can use, you know, spots and stripes and everything to create an easy design. And then all you do is, you as the teacher, because if you want this to go home right, you need to cook it in an oven for 30 minutes on 180 degrees. So preheat the oven first, have the texture all drawn and everything ready to go, make sure the texture's all dry, and then you pop it in the preheated oven, 180 degrees, for 30 minutes. Then when it's finished, I usually turn the oven off and let everything cool all together. So if you've got an oven at school, you could maybe let it cool overnight. If you've got an oven at home, then obviously you need to monitor that. And I usually I can stick about 6 mugs in at a time, just on one tray. And I put baking paper down first on the tray, and then the mugs just sitting upright normally on the tray, and bake it. And then that's it. It's all good to go. So you might want to put a little thing on the bottom saying hand wash only, or put the year that it was made. But other than that, that's a cheap, simple, and I think it's a meaningful activity, because it's something that, you know, the mum might want to use every single day. So my kids have made those for their class teachers, and they always get good feedback. I've made these for people that I work with as well, and I try and make them unique to that person too. Okay, so I'm not going to keep rambling on. Oh, the paddle pop stick. The paddle pop stick one that my mom said. So I made it at school, and then I did it with a year 2 class, and they love doing it. There's different ways you can do it, but you have to use PVC glue, obviously, to do the paddle pop stick frame. You can use textures to color it in, paint. Obviously my one was paint and glitter, and then you can stick a photo behind. So that means the kid's bringing in a photo, and it can be whatever photo you want it to be, or go home empty and then mum chooses a photo to go in there. It kind of looks nicer to send it home with the photo, and then just put, yeah, ribbon or something like this on top to do it. So I've rambled through that really quickly, because they're just suggestions of things that I like to do, things that I've done before that have been well received, and I think I'll leave it there. So I hope you all enjoyed doing that. If you've got other suggestions that you think people would like, please pop them in the comments below. Send me a message, I'll share it on my page, just so other people get an idea of what else is, you know, good to do, so we can share all of that information. Sharing is caring. That's the reason I have this channel. So for those of you who haven't seen the new Pre-Service Teachers series, I'll link it. I'll link my subscription button here below first, so you hover over that, you can click to subscribe. I'll put the first series of the Pre-Service Teachers video there. Please tag or share with anyone you know that's at uni studying or about to become an early career teacher. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video, guys. Thanks. Bye.